Hi guys, so this week I thought I would do something a little bit different and give you a little bit of an insight into the cross training I do. So I have pretty much every day I get people asking me, what cross training do you do, when do you do it, how do you do it, I suppose. So I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail of exactly what I do. More specifically, this vlog will be about how I come back from injury, or even during an injury, in order to come back and stronger and faster and finally break my PBs. So I've actually quite a lot of footage. I didn't at the time think I was going to use it for anything. I suppose for my own personal records, decided to film. I bought a GoPro and I loved it, so I just used it all the time when I was going through my second surgery. I've had two serious ones. The first one was my navicular fracture in my left foot in 2011. I unfortunately did that coming off of a water jump, a steeplechase barrier, and yeah, it just popped. It just pretty much exploded. I had to get some reconstructive surgery on my foot to put together, I think it was 5 screws and a metal plate to cap all the bones, because I'd done quite a lot of damage in there. So I underwent surgery. I had to go through a lot of cross training to eventually get back running again. So it was a long process. And then in 2015, I unfortunately broke my ankle on the same leg again. So I had to go through again a similar surgery to put 2 screws this time into my ankle joint. So I actually spent 9 months in this bad boy. Not the most exciting of shoes, you can imagine. But yeah, it's something that I've had to deal with throughout my career. So coming back from injury and I suppose getting back fit is something I feel like I'm quite good at and well rehearsed in. So yeah, these vlogs are going to take you through almost like a step-by-step of what I've done in order to get back to full fitness. And yeah, the different ways in which I did that. This one's going to cover biking, more specifically actually the watt bike. And then I'll do one on aqua jogging, the Alter G, and then finally pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis now that I'm not injured, because I still actually cross-train quite frequently even though I'm not currently carrying an injury. So for anyone that doesn't know what the watt bike is, it is a stationary bike, but it's created with a lot more force and power, so it's a lot harder to pedal, and it almost tries to replicate what it's like cycling outdoors. As you can imagine, I'm not the strongest of people, especially my legs, so it's so difficult, and one of the hardest, I think, ways to cross train. However, it does really help with the leg strength. But yeah, I found that a few sessions a week on the watt bike certainly allowed me to maintain my fitness as best as I could. So this particular session was 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So as you can see, the recovery is really short, and the cadence of your leg speed is really important. I was trying to work as hard as I possibly could. The resistance was on quite low because I'm not the strongest of people, but this was a particularly tough session. I think I had about 20 reps. Typically my sessions would be about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. I would do about a 10-minute warm-up, 10 to 15-minute warm-up and cool down, very steady, just to get the blood going and get me warmed up and ready to go. But yeah, the session would range anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes on the watt bike. By the end of that, you're pretty good. It's not an easy session at all. But as I said, it's always short reps, short recovery, and speed, leg speed is really important throughout. So with the watt bike, I was on it about once or twice a week, trying to replicate sort of the track sessions that I was missing. The types of things I was doing was very short recovery, very short reps actually, because I find it on the watt bike, the longer reps that I do, obviously the more tired I get, and so my heart rate starts to drop and become a lot lower. So I find it's quite beneficial on the watt bike anyway, to try and keep the reps very fast, so really short recovery, and not allowing the heart rate to lower. Sessions don't have to be done when you're just injured. Obviously for me, that was the time that I was doing it. I needed to try and maintain my fitness as best as I could. I wasn't able to impact or run, and so watt bike was allowing me to get the sort of strength and force through my legs, and allowing me to maintain cardio fitness as best as I could. But they can be done at any time. You don't have to be injured in order to cross train. So I have 3 top tips before you jump and set off onto your watt bike. The first one would be to bring a towel, because you're going to get so sweaty beyond what you ever thought was actually possible. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how you get that sweaty, but I suppose it shows that you're working hard anyway. But yeah, definitely bring a towel, otherwise you won't be able to see, there'll be sweat in your eyes. Yeah, it's a horrible place, and I've been there many times before. Secondly, you can work really hard on the watt bike. You can really push yourself. I feel I can actually work a lot harder on the watt bike than I do running. Maybe because it is no impact, you can really force yourself to keep going. But I would say is, you feel once you've finished, within half an hour, you'll feel like you haven't really done anything. So rather than feeling tired and fatigued all day, you'll feel like you can go again. And a lot of people make the mistake of trying to train hard every single day, especially when they are injured. They try to cross train hard every single day, and eventually it ends in fatigue. So yeah, I would definitely say that to stick to your original training program. Make sure you have hard days, easy days, and really give yourself a rest in between those hard watt bike sessions, because your legs do need the recovery, and the last thing you want is to end up just digging yourself into a big hole that you can't get out of. And my third and final tip would be to keep stretching. Because you're on the bike, you're using different muscles than you would do running, and the quads actually shorten quite a lot. So yeah, make sure you're keeping loose, stretching those quads out, and foam rolling as well is a great way to recover, and it'll definitely allow the legs to not feel as battered the next day. So that's the end of this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, a little bit different this week. But yeah, as I said, over the next coming weeks we'll go into a little bit more detail of aqua jogging, Alter G, the cross trainer. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and there'll be some more cross training videos coming your way very, very soon.
Nice session. You do 5, just a cool down now. So just wander about and get the legs shook out a bit, and then. It's a different type of session, isn't it? You're using your legs more rather than just trying to get your heart rate up. I know, and you've got a big bum too for it. Plenty of padding there.